Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. Powering through the defender. And the return man runs out of bounds. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Dropping back. It's Childs. Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, and Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Ducks pick up enough for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. We come out in a playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important second down play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Runs through the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. And now the running backs got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback drops back. Pass not complete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it. Over the middle and incomplete.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Crossing the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Gets rid of it on the move. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Play action here on first down. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Now the try here for the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Time for one more play here in the quarter. There's the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back in motion now. Hand off to the back. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, I'm going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Has the first down and more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Using his legs, it's James. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Belling. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense really clicking. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown on their last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Here's the 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's second down now. It's a run. Running back's got it. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? The Buckeyes keep the football on the move.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Powers through a tackle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Buckeyes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Brown. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable on this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in a screen game, this guy's an actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Brown. He's looking deep here. What a diving catch way downfield. Big gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Ball is free in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Chris, we're in the 4th quarter. You're in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and you turn it over. You've given this opponent some life.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. And here's the handoff. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Childs. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's tackled after the catch.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? Gets loose now and heads downfield. Tough running there. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline. It's Stewart. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to go to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for some space. It's James. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Launching one to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on fourth down.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big game.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. And then first down, right back to the running game. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The Buckeyes come up to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. No press here. The defense backing away. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's caught.
It's Tate.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here, running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. A handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. They go with a direct snap. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger. This defense needed a stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
The offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And there's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. He'll return it from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Back to throw. It's Childs. He's moving out of the pocket. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up 3rd down.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Contact as he threw it. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.